Okay, so how are you?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm good. Okay. So have you eaten your dinner?
Yeah, I did. How about
Okay.
you?
Okay, not yet. I'm going to eat my dinner after this. So let's continue with our topic last time. So I will share my screen.
Okay.
So can you see my screen?
Let- yeah, I can see.
Okay. So last time we are done with number two, right? So now
Yeah.
we are going to continue with number three, okay? So
Okay.
again, you will be student A and I'll be student B. So, okay, so let's start. Situation three. So, you want to order some flowers for your parents' wedding anniversary tomorrow. So, you need to ring the flower shop, see what sort of flowers you want, and ask the price and give the delivery address. Okay, but I'll be asking you some questions before you're going to say the sort of flowers, the color, and the
And
type.
can
Okay?
I just translate something just quick?
Okay.
Okay. I just need to translate. Like not in that. I don't know but like flowers, but they come in many.
Yes.
I just need to translate a bit. Bouquet.
Yes. It's not.
Okay.
By the way, it's not bouquet. You can read that one as bouquet. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So can we start now?
Yeah. So. Mm, so I was supposed to start first, right?
Yes, you're supposed to start because you're going to call the shop.
Okay. Hello. I would like to order some flowers.
Okay. So, but first, can I ask what sort of flowers do you want?
I want a normal bouquet.
Okay, you want a bouquet. And what color do you like? Would you want to order exactly what color?
Yellow and red.
Okay, so a yellow and red flower. Okay. Okay, so now you need to ask for the price.
Okay. So how much is that?
Okay, so your yellow and what's that again? Yellow and
Red bouquet.
your yellow and red our yellow and red bouquet is $14 per bouquet. Okay? And now can I ask for your delivery address?
Mm, can I think just a random one?
Yes, yes, it's okay.
And I don't know. Like I haven't studied. Like I cannot think of anything else.
Okay, it's okay. You just these are just samples. Okay, by the way, we don't really need to finish all of this because we these are just samples, okay?
Okay.
So if you are going to make a phone call, you're going to inquire or you're going to ask for something. So these are just examples. So now let's proceed directly to our topic. So our topic is all about cell phones.
Okay.
So our topic is all about cell phones. So now we are going to read this. We have here a passage.
Okay.
Let's read the passage. But first we were going to read the first paragraph. So okay, now can you read the first paragraph?
Okay. Have you ever been in a public place like a bus or a subway and seen people talking on their cell phones? Isn't strange? Isn't it strange how they talk so loudly, letting everyone know what are they talking about? What's more, it's not unusual to see couples in a restaurant talking on the cell phone instead of talking to each other. Even in the street, people we can see people on the phone entering chats. sending emails, playing games, reading online newspapers, surfing the internet, or taking photos. It's as if mobile phones are taking over our life.
Okay. So this one. So have you ever been in a public place like a bus or a subway and seen people talking on their cell phones?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And by the way, okay, so this one, do you find it strange that they are talking loudly or their voice are very loud and you can hear what they are talking? Have you tried that one?
Like I
You can.
feel like it's a bit weird. Like when you're talking about your home, like
Mm-hmm.
maybe if there is any person like a kidnapper, and
Yeah.
you just say your home address right in the talk, so you just basically tell him the address.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So it's not really good to talk about this when you are going to talk with someone in public. So it's not really good to talk about personal informations. Hmm. Because we don't know the person around us. Maybe some are kidnappers and some are thieves. And they might, you know what,
Yeah.
they're going to rob your house because, especially if they're going to hear that you have a lot of money or you have a business. So some kidnappers are listening and maybe they're going to get you so that they can get all your money. So that's not really good. And this one, so it's not unusual. You know what is unusual?
Oh, I know.
Okay, so it's not really unusual to see couples. You know what are couples, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it's really true. So how about you? Have you seen couples in a restaurant and instead of talking to each other, they're using their phones, they're doing something else on their phones, just like they're alone.
Mm, I never see that.
Okay, you never see that. Because you know what? Even couples, so they sometimes they want to restaurants and instead of talking to each other while eating, so they are going to use their phones instead, so they are not paying attention with each other, so it's they just pretend like they're alone because of phones. So it seems like phones are more important to them than the person they are with. Mhm. And even in the street we can see people on the phone, right?
Yeah.
Yes, if you look around, so almost everyone, almost okay, almost, just almost, because not really everyone. There are also some people who are not using phones, but almost everyone are using their phones. So they are this one entering text, sending emails, playing games, reading online. Okay, so as if mobile phones are taking over our lives. So do you think mobile phones are really taking over our lives right now?
I think yes.
Mhm. Because even if drivers, right? Even if they are driving, they're still using phones. They can't wait to, you know what? They can't wait to get home to use their phone. So even if they're walking outside, they're using their phones. And you know what? It's also the reason why some people usually get into accidents, especially those who are driving, those people who are driving because they can't see where they're going because they're going to use their phones. Okay, how about the second paragraph?
The number of cell phone users worldwide was 2.6 billion in 2006 and is expected to reach 4 billion in 2010. This growth is due to the large number of new subscribers in Africa, the Middle East, and India. Wireless communication is particularly good for developing countries, since they don't have to set up telephone lines across the country. Because of this, people who had never heard a dial tone in their lives can now use a cordless phone to speak to anyone, anywhere.
Okay, so the number of cell phones user worldwide was 2.6 billion in 2006. So that was in 2006. How much more now that we are in 2022? So I think there's a lot. So maybe the number is doubled. And it's expected to reach 4 billion in 2010. How about now? We are 2022. So I'm curious. Okay, wait a minute. Let's search. Okay, so it's said here that 7.26 billion. Okay,
Okay.
so it means 91.69% of people in the world. So okay, so 91.69. So almost that says almost everyone. Okay, out of the 100%, we have 91.69. So almost everyone is almost all people in the world are using phones. Okay, so this growth is due to the large number of new subscribers. You know what is subscribers?
I know.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
How about wireless communication? You know what is wireless communication?
No need to wire. Like there's they are portable.
Mm-hmm. So you don't need to use wires, right? This one.
Yeah.
You can bring it anywhere. You can have communication everywhere. Mhm. And particularly good for developing countries since they don't have to set up telephone lines across the country. So because of this, people who have never heard, you know what is a dial tone?
Like a tone when people like the sound when people call you is will make a sound that you want in setting or just default.
Okay. And we can usually hear dial tones when we are going to use telephones, right? Mhm.
Right.
So, people who have never heard a dial tone in their lives can now use a cordless phone to speak to anyone anywhere. Okay? So now they're using a cordless phone. Do you know what is a cordless phone?
No card. No. No things like they have to set up the wires all over the country.
Hmm. So it's the opposite of telephone because when you say telephone, so it has a cord, right? So you need to it has connections. It's connected with many wires because you're going to pay for that, and it's also always you need to maintain the telephone bill every month, right? Because it's really
Yeah.
connected to a cord. Well, when you say cordless phone, so you can bring your phone wherever you want to go. Unlike the telephone, that it's just it needs to stay in one place. You can't bring it anywhere with you because aside from it's big, you can't really use it if you're going to bring it everywhere. Well, when you say cordless phone, you can bring it anywhere. Even if you're going to the bathroom, you can bring your phone, right? And you can speak to
Yeah.
anyone anywhere as long as you have a connection. Okay, so we are really very advanced right now, unlike in the past years. Okay, so now how about the last paragraph?
There have been many generations of phones since they first came out. What will they look like in 10 years' time? There are many ideas such as watch phones or necklace phones, in which you squeeze the beds on the necklace. Instead of dialing numbers, they say that mobile phones in the future will recognize the owner voice and will be like a companion or friend. It certainly makes you think.
Okay, so okay, so have you heard of watch phones?
Uh, I think I did heard a bit about it.
Okay. So it's really you can access your phone. You can buy that one. I have seen a lot of this one in our country. So you can't really connect it to your actual mobile phone, and it really looks like a very small phone.
Okay.
Okay, yes, just like this one. But I think it's also expensive. Hmm. The
Yeah,
original ones, yes, because there are also some imitations and they're cheaper. How about necklace phones? I haven't heard of necklace phones. I just heard about watch phones. Have you
I
heard?
think this does not exist. Like
Mm-hmm.
um I
It's
can
just
like it's just in imagination.
yes, maybe in the future. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But really, when we say watch phone, so right now it already exists. Okay, the watch phones, but the necklace phones, I think it's not yet existing. So they say that instead of dialing numbers, so in the future, so they will recognize the owner's voice. Mm-hmm. And okay, by the way, do you know, right? You know, right, that right now we have phones which can, recognize the owner's face.
There is much like very advanced.
Mm-hmm. So phones right now can recognize the owner's face and also the owner's fingerprint, mm-hmm, or thumbprint. Okay, so we are really advanced right now. I think that this book was written many years ago because it's not yet that advanced, right?
Right.
And it's not really updated to the new development that we have right now in our time. So I think this was written many years ago, back in maybe 90s or early to 20s. Mhm. Okay, so now let's answer the comprehension checks here. But before we answer the comprehension check, first we need to wait. We need to read this one. We need to read this one. We need to match these words first because we have read these words in the passage. Now we need to answer these words so that we can know what these words means. Okay. So let's start with number one. Can you read number one?
Again, first appeared on the market.
Mm-hmm.
Like
What's the
mm, first came out.
yes, first came out. It's letter F. Okay. How about number two? Can you read number two?
Countries that are not yet industrialized, developing countries.
By the way, do you know what is industrialized?
Like mostly the work would be made by robots and not like human just must do a little bit of work.
Mm-hmm, yes. It still needs to improve. Mhm. How about number three? Can you read number three?
3. To enter, press numbers on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Dial.
Yes. Letter G, it's style. How about number four?
Friend. Partner. Mate. Companion.
Companion. Letter I. How about number five?
Is food for thought. Unit 6. Is something to think about. It make you think.
Makes you think. It's letter J. How about number six?
Methods of communicating without cords or wire. Wireless communication.
Wireless communication. How about number seven?
People own cell phones. Subscribers.
Okay, subscribers. How
Mm,
about number eight?
mm, the noise you hear before you dial a number. Dial tone.
Okay, dial tone. How about let's proceed to number nine. Can you read number
To
nine?
install. To lay down to make setup.
Okay, setup. It's letter D. How about number 10?
Recognize. To remember. To identify.
The answer is recognize. Okay, very good. So we have answered all the vocabularies here. So now let's proceed to the comprehension check. So now let's answer the questions from the passage above. Okay, now can you read the number one question?
What does public place mean?
What does public place mean?
Is mean the place that people can do whatever they want there, but they still have to follow the laws. They cannot like it's maybe the park, mall, um, even the subway, and many more.
So these are public places. Okay, now how about number two?
What we can do on cell phones apart from calling people up,
Mhm. What other
texting,
things can we do?
uh, listen to the radio, play games, taking picture, the recording video, um, send message. Um, I don't know, like maybe listen to music, but with a more advanced cell phone.
Mhm. Okay, so we can really do a lot of things using our cell phones, not just calling people. So we can do a lot of things like the things that you have mentioned. So we can do a lot of those things. Okay. So how about number three?
How many new customers would buy cell phones between 2006 and 2010?
Can you remember?
Like in 2006, that was 2.6 billion, and they expect to reach 4 billion in 2010.
So it's expected to reach 4 billion in 2010. And can you remember how much is it now in 2022?
Um, I just remember it was um, 91% of population.
Yes, 91 point, I think 63% of population. So I think it's 7 billion, 7 and yes, there's a point, but I can't remember the point, but 7 billion. Okay, now how about number 7?
Why are cell phones good for developing countries?
Mm-hmm.
They are good because they don't have to spend money to build the cables across the country just for um, phone tables.
Yes, because they can use cordless
And
phones, right?
yeah,
Mm-hmm. Okay. So now how about number 5?
how does a necklace phone work?
Can you
I,
remember?
it will um, when you squeeze on the beads on the necklace, um, I don't know.
Okay. So it says here that instead of dialing numbers, you can just squeeze from the beads of the necklace. That's very advanced. Hmm. How about number 6? So read number 6.
Can we find a word in the passage that has similar meaning to cell phone?
Mm-hmm. Can you
Um,
find a word that has similar meaning to cell phone?
telephone,
Yes.
uh, cordless phone.
Yes, cordless phones. So that's another word that has the same meaning with cell phone. So because cell phone is a cordless phone. Okay, so this one. Think for yourself. So do you have a cell phone?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. So who do you call?
Relatives, like family members. It's only
Family
that.
members. And do you use it for other purposes?
Well, I hear to the radio at night.
Mm, okay. So do you use your phone every day?
Um, Mostly like normal. One I just use it once per 2 day.
Okay. How about number? Okay, this one, the second one. So if you could make your own cell phone, what would it look like?
Like it would look like a brick. You know the Nokia. Like they making picture with Nokia, but they are covered in stone. Like they are very hard. So I would also make it hard too.
Okay, so
Like
it's very
sturdy.
hard. It's very hard, and it means it won't break easily.
Yeah. Not
Okay.
like even the my mom laptop, it got break somehow, but I don't know how it break. Like the keyboard, this part of keyboard just goes up.
Okay. Okay. Now, what would you be able to do with it? With your phone? The
Cell
phone.
phone.
Okay.
Um, it can just do normal cell phone things.
Okay, just like normal other phones do. Okay. Okay, by the way, we don't have much time left, so before I end the class, I will give you a homework, okay? And your homework is just to answer one question, okay?
Okay.
And I'm going to send a question, but the question is what are the positive and negative effects of cell phones on teens, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so I have to go now. Bye bye. Thank you so much. See you next time and have a good night. Bye bye.
Right.